In this edition of Bleeding Edge TV, we're going to give you a comparison between the new Vonage mobile calling and text messaging app and Skype's instant messaging, voice calling, text messaging app. We'll compare the two in just a minute. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome to Bleeding Edge TV. I'm Andrew Edwards, and like we said, we're going to be comparing Skype mobile and the new Vonage mobile. And actually, Vonage is, they gave us early access to the app to kind of play around with it and basically determine how we feel about the app. And they have some cool features, Vonage mobile and Skype mobile. The companies are they're two different types of companies, but the apps kind of do the same thing. But the way the companies were founded and what the companies themselves do kind of shows where they went with the app. So Skype started as a PC app. It's a PC client that started as instant messaging. It did some VoIP, voice over IP calling. It does video chat now. And they kind of took what the PC app did, which was optimized for the PC, and brought it into your devices like your iPhone and your Android devices and your iPad and things like that. Meanwhile, Vonage started as a phone company. So they were a home phone service, optimized for phone calls. And now what they're doing, they're also VoIP. What they're doing is bringing their phone call service into an app to make phone calls. If you think about that, it kind of makes sense that the Vonage app would be, for lack of a better word, better than the Skype one for making phone calls and be more optimized and easy to use. And that's what we found when comparing these two apps. So if you take a look at them down here, they look pretty similar. What we have here is a dialer for Skype on the iPhone, a dialer for Vonage Mobile on the Galaxy Nexus. Now both apps are available for both platforms. So you can get Skype, which we have on an iPhone, here on Android, and you can get the Vonage Mobile app for Android. They also have an iOS version. So it's agnostic, you can go with both. The cool thing, though, is that with Skype, you actually have to create, my Skype contacts. These are all Skype accounts here. This is not my entire contact list, and that's the problem. I'm going to take it off there so I'm not giving away all my contacts. But with Vonage, it actually uses the address book that you already have on your phone. All the contacts that you already have stored on there, whether it's 5 or 50 or 500, the Vonage app can access that. You don't have to create a new Vonage account and then start building a new buddy list, which is kind of what Skype is. Skype is more of a buddy list system, and people need to know what your username is or search for you to add you, whereas with Vonage, it's just your phone number. Download the app, it uses your mobile phone number. So when you call someone from Skype, it doesn't show your mobile phone number in the caller ID. But when you call someone from Vonage, it will show your phone number, your regular phone number that they probably have you listed as in their address book. Also, to invite someone on Skype, you have to search for them. You have to go into contacts. I don't know if you go into contacts, but you have to pretty much find them. I can go into my iPhone contacts here, but it doesn't already have it. I have to actually go into there and do it. And then I can invite one person at a time. So I can find a contact, who I want to talk to, and invite one person at a time. Whereas with Vonage, I can go into contacts and I can start selecting a bunch of different people. With Skype, it's very repetitive having to invite one person at a time, one at a time, one at a time. Whereas with Vonage, you can just group invite people, a ton of people all at once through SMS, send one group SMS, and you're in. But one thing about Skype, we'll go over here to the iPad, is that Skype actually has an iPad app. Vonage Mobile does not have an iPad app. You can run the iOS app on here, but it'll be small, and if you've seen an iOS app, an iPhone app rather, running on an iPad, you know what that looks like. You have to kind of stretch it if you want it to be big. Skype actually has a full-blown iPad app, and I actually think that's very nice. Another nice thing that Skype does not do, that Vonage does do, is you can look up the rate of wherever you want to call right in the app. So let's say, as you can see, to call this France phone number, it's a little over 2 cents a minute. It's about 2 cents a minute, basically. It's nice because it's right in the app. There's no guessing. I don't have to look it up on the internet or go to Google or whatever to find out. I don't have to go to their website to find out what the rate would be. I just put in the number I want to call and just say check rate, and it'll show me. Here's what it's going to cost you. to call them, and I can just hit call now if I want to give them a call. Looking up the rate in the app, very nice. Again, Vonage is they're a phone company. They've been providing phone service, so they think of things like that. Whereas Skype was started more as an IM service. So you can kind of see what Vonage has done to optimize that calling experience. And then the last thing that Vonage does that Skype doesn't do, or I guess they do it differently, but I prefer the Vonage way, is the way that you fund your account. So with Skype, you have to create a Skype account, then you have to give Skype your credit card number, and you pay them through credit card for your calling minutes, your calling credits. Whereas with Vonage, you actually use the app stores. So whether it's the Android market or the Apple iTunes App Store, you buy your credits through that. So you go into your in-app, right here actually, I just tap on add credit, and what it's going to do is it's going to give me an in-app purchase. So there you see it right there. I can add the credit from iTunes. So whether I choose $4.99 or the $9.99 option, it'll charge me from iTunes. So Apple is processing this, and then the credit goes right into Vonage. And the same thing would happen here on the Android device. You can add it there on Android, and it would use the Android market to process that, rather than you having to create a Vonage account, giving Vonage your credit card number, and having yet another account and fee and all that. It all goes through the app stores that you already use, or that you probably already use. So that's a quick comparison. The other thing that Skype has that Vonage does not, big one, is video chat. So if you're familiar with FaceTime or anything like that, Skype has its own version of FaceTime where you can actually do a nice face-to-face call with somebody, which Vonage simply doesn't have that. Vonage right now is strictly free text messaging and free phone calls. And again, the app is free, so if you know anybody that has an iOS or an Android device, if they get the app and you have the app, which is free, you can call them for free and you can text with them for free. It's a no-brainer. So that's pretty much it. That's our comparison between Skype and Vonage Mobile. Both of them are free. Both of them are available now. Both of them are on the Android market. Both of them are on the App Store. Find it in iTunes. So that's a comparison. Choose the one that's right for you, but like we said, based on the comparison, we think that Vonage really optimized their app for free mobile calling and free texting, and that's probably why they don't have the video chat in there yet. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let us know what you think, and don't forget, we're giving away $25 iTunes App Store credits. Or I guess it's just iTunes credits, because you can use it in the App Store to buy apps, you can use it in iBooks to buy books. Where else can you use it? You can use it to buy music. You can use it to rent movies. You can use it to download TV shows. It's $25, and you basically can buy anything digital that Apple sells. So the Mac App Store, we're giving away 20 of those. So a lot of you guys are going to win this. We have a dedicated video telling you how to win. But just to give you a quick overview, you want to download the app. Just show us the account area, or show us the dialer, the keypad. You pull it up there, show us the keypad. Just take a screenshot, and you want to tweet us at Gear Live. You want to be following us so that we can contact you if you win. Just take a screenshot of one of these two screens on either device. Show us the screenshot in the tweet, and you're entered. All we want to know is that you downloaded it. If you download it, send us a screenshot, you're entered to win. If you want more details, go to gearlive.com. We'll have all the details at the top of the page. And you can also check our last video where we actually told you how we're going to run the contest. It's just a reminder. We want to make sure everybody knows about it so that you enter, because we're giving away a lot of them. So it's a good chance it might be you who wins. Anyway, that's it. Stay tuned for more tech news through the eyes of gearlive.com. I'm Andru Edwards.